The worst moment for me in the whole thing was when people started quitting Pelago. They started like basically flipping the bit, and it was my leadership that was at fault. And it was funny at Amazon we only had really one big down moment, but Amazon has so much great strength and demonstrated success that like it kind of paved over any kind of management or leadership issues you have. People are just like, well, the stock is still going up continuously, so it's all good. But what I learned is that I was essentially unconvincible. And so people on my team didn't feel like they were that they were part of deciding what we were going to do. They felt like I was going to tell them what we were going to do. And it took me a couple of years to figure that out. I'm embarrassed to say. Like that's one of the biggest things you have to be able to do as an entrepreneur is reinvent yourself, continually learn and change and adapt yourself, because I guarantee you what you are today will not make a successful company. You're going to have to evolve and change rapidly as part of the whole kind of ecosystem of creating a company. And that was one I was stuck on for a while. I was afraid to relinquish any control whatsoever to the idea generation. And I started doing it a little bit. I was like, oh yeah, right. I did hire ridiculously brilliant people, and they're actually blowing me away. Like I started being impressed on the upside, and actually like I wouldn't have thought of that. It actually becomes like a little intimidating because like you realize you've been holding the controls, but you actually don't have all the answers. And then founding Pelago was a huge moment. I mean that was like a really weird. Like I remember just feeling super like I can't believe like people are trusting me with their money to build my dream. That's incredible, and it's where I sort of coined my no whining rule, which is like if you're an entrepreneur and you ever feel kind of whiny or feeling sorry for yourself, just get out of being an entrepreneur immediately, because you go through insane amounts of pain. In order to realize your dream and your vision, you have to persevere, you have to run through wall after wall after wall, and you get kind of chopped up and cut up, and you become very brutally honest with yourself. Second only to like having children and looking at yourself in a mirror every day. But it's the other thing you have to keep in mind is that someone is giving you their money for you to go build your dream, and that's a big, big deal. And we live in a country where it's possible for that to happen regularly. Like you guys could all do this if you want to, and that's huge. So that whole founding of the company and the kind of the brain, the sort of how my brain evolved through that whole thing was amazing.